All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Los Angeles Lakers video. If you guys enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I do make a lot of Lakers videos. I do cover a lot of other stuff in the NBA, so be sure to check that out. Really appreciate the love you guys have been giving on my channel recently. Really appreciate it, man. We have another Lakers buyout market update because things right now are day-to-day. Andre Drummond most likely will sign with a team here in the next couple of days. It's go time, baby. It's go time. The trade deadline has passed. The Lakers, to all of our surprise, no moves. Just not a single move. So the buyout market, you've got several guys. I've got a couple of videos out here. A couple of guys, outside of Andre Drummond, LaMarcus Aldridge, I would definitely keep an eye on him. The Lakers are still, the Heat are still reportedly the favorites, but if you ask me, Los Angeles Lakers, you can never count us out in any buyout market because we're the Los Angeles Lakers, and LeBron James alone should be enough recruitment. So keep an eye on LaMarcus Aldridge. Also, Avery Bradley, he just got traded to the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets have no role for this man. Absolutely no role. The Lakers, you guys know we need a guard badly. We need a guard very badly. So keep an eye on him. And we'll talk about Andre Drummond here in just a little minute. But as far as the buyout market goes, I would expect just in general in the NBA, I would expect this to get going probably early next week. Like, it will probably just get started right then and there, and we'll get the show on the road because the buyout market this year should be really juicy, especially considering we've got two powerhouse teams, the Lakers, the Nets. Nets with another good win last night. James Harden dropped 44, said he's MVP. We all know if LeBron James was playing basketball right now, he would be, he's MVP. So but James Harden, he can enjoy it. I love James Harden. You guys know I love James Harden. So hopefully James Harden does win MVP if continues to play like this. Because if it's not LeBron, James, he's definitely the dude I would want next. So I had an alarm just go off. So let's just talk about Andre Drummond. He's putting up about 18 points per game, 14 rebounds per game. Throw in a steal and a half per game, throw in a block. This dude really can do it all. A lot of Lakers fans think Andre Drummond would come onto this team and immediately just drop 15 and 15. And I gotta say, if Andre Drummond came onto this Lakers team, immediately dropped 15 and 15, it would be absolutely beautiful. I honestly don't think a team. Man, if the Lakers were to get Andre Drummond and a three-point shooter, I don't know if a team could beat them in a 7-game series if they're fully healthy. If the Lakers are fully healthy, I don't think a team could beat them. Man, that's crazy. 15 and 15. Oof. So last night, the Lakers actually played. They broke the 4-game losing streak. So thankfully, Dennis Schroeder has been playing so nice for us. It is unbelievable. 17 points last night, 5 rebounds, 7 assists on an extremely efficient 7 of 12 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep. And he threw in 4 steals. Yeah, he had 7 turnovers, but the 4 steals and the very efficient stat night, for me, he's going to get a pass. Also last night, and who has just been going off for us recently, who I really thought one of either Dennis Schroeder or Trez was at least going to be rumored in trades. And some trade news came out afterwards that basically the Lakers just weren't willing to give up THT. It was mainly just KCP and Schroeder, which kind of came to a surprise to me that they weren't willing to give up THT because although I agree, I think he will turn into a star. I just kind of thought it was I thought it was just the time to make a big-time move like that, to get Kyle Lowry, to get a point guard. Then they have a big 3. Then you go out, you get Andre Drummond, and now you've got, this big 4, and Brooklyn's over there sitting, You know, they've got this big three, slightly big four with Blake Griffin, but I don't know if you can really call it a big four because first off, he comes off the bench. Second off, he's not really what he used to be. But Trez, man, has been playing really good for us. And although defensively, you know, he's going to be a liability, Trez is just he's a dog, man. He comes in, he's that difference maker. He comes in and there's a mood, there's an energy shift immediately. Anytime Trez comes in, there is an energy shift immediately. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like Draymond Green, but for the Los Angeles Lakers. Last night, he went 24 and 10 on 10 of 15 shooting. But right now, guys, we have Andre Drummond in Los Angeles. So he's in Los Angeles. The Cavs just played the Lakers. So he's currently in Los Angeles working out. I don't know if he'll leave Los Angeles. We'll see if he leaves Los Angeles, but this is a big move right here. Andre Drummond, you guys know my thoughts on him. I think he's a little lazy on defense, but when in the proper culture, when you have a guy sent to a team that they actually want to be on, right? Not Andre Drummond being on the Pistons for several years, not Andre Drummond being on, you know, you're not going to the Cavs again, you're going to the Los Angeles Lakers. You're going to one of the most historic franchises in the NBA. You're playing with LeBron James, you're also playing with Anthony Davis, but mainly you're playing with LeBron James and last year's NBA Finals champions. You don't want to mess that up. You don't want to jeopardize anything. You don't want to screw anything up. So you come into this culture, and when you have a functional culture like the Lakers, you know, it's not no diss to the Pistons or to the Cavs, but you have all this talent. You have all these veteran leaders. You've got Marc Gasol on this team. You've got LeBron James, like I said. Like, you've got Morris. You've got these dudes, these championship dudes, because they won last year as well, and you just have championship dudes on the team anyways. Wesley Matthews, throw him in there as well. Jared Dudley, like, a lot of these veteran guys are important. So you get a guy like Andre Drummond, who's still relatively young. Every team he's been on, he's kind of been the face of that team. Well, here they need him to come in and be kind of the third man, the third option. They don't need him being the first dude. They don't need him being the second dude. That's what LeBron James and Anthony Davis are for. And that's what makes Andre Drummond to the Lakers so scary, is that we've never seen what Andre Drummond is capable of when he isn't relied on, like, hey, go win us 40 games this year because you're all we got. Like, that's not going to be the situation here. So come into the system, you buy into the culture, you buy into the system, and everything just kind of changes. The defense, the effort, everything changes. So that's why I think Anthony Davis, not LeBron James. That's why I think not Anthony Davis or LeBron James. What am I saying? That's why I think Andre Drummond to the Los Angeles Lakers would just be an absolute game changer. He would be the third option on a championship team, where the first two options, you know, we're talking All-Stars, we're talking Hall of Fame right here. Like, this is the real deal. So let me know what you guys think about Andre Drummond to the Los Angeles Lakers, because I think it's going to happen here in the next couple of days. Anyways, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Do this every day. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later.